Hello and welcome back to yet another housing video for Final Fantasy XIV for patch 6.1. Today we're looking at more outdoors items, including the Alpine open air bath, which you can see the recipe on the left side of the screen there, which is a goldsmith level 90 recipe using 1 Chandrai ingot, 10 granite, 5 anite whetstone, 5 ambrosial water, as well as 32 wind and fire crystals, and a recommended craftsmanship of 2805, but no required craftsmanship. So this is another item I was excited to take a look at, which was shown on the front of the patch notes for 6.1 when they first debuted on the preliminaries, and I have been very hyped to look at this. Unfortunately, it's not dyeable, but it is the open air bath, so it's very similar to the other spa we have. But obviously this is an Ishgardian themed design rather than an Oriental theme. So it says a luxurious outdoor bath designed in the Alpine fashion. So let's go and have a look at this then. It's not a particularly difficult recipe. I've cleared some space over here because honestly we don't use the garden plots anyway, so this is a nice place for me to demo things. I do like open space and making space. Holy crap, that is amazing. That was my first impressions of that is, wow, that's actually just insanely cool how big that is. Right, let's go into first person and have a look at this. Holy cow, look at the size of that. I'm trying to get it all in frame. So let's rotate this clockwise. So as you can see, there's all sorts of details that we need to have a look at in a moment. But as a silhouette, this is a beautiful design, right? Nice and open. Much bigger than the other spas that we've got in the game, and of course it's a stone design. You know, you can see those Ishgardian sort of themes going through, including with the lanterns there, which presumably light up, which we'll have to check. Dare I spy some towels as well in there? That's brilliant. So let's put this as if we're actually going to use it. So just plop it that way for a moment on a a diagonal plane. And let's have a look at this in terms of scale. So this is my character, the lowest height Makote you can physically have. And this is where this comes up to my particular character. We've got this beautiful water, which has got a nice water effect in it. As you can see, there are some basic reflections placed into this. We've got a lion there. Let's see. So at the back, sort of for the entrance, we've got a nice stone archway. And then if we go first person, as we walk in here, we've got shelves made out of stone with a nice stone floor with tiles, a nice tiled ceiling with a lantern inside as well. Very nice. We have an archway over to where the actual bathing area is. Those towels look really cool. That's a nice extra added bonus. Honestly, I didn't expect there to be any. Oh, and there's another one there. Very cool. So you get 3 towels for free. These little windows are quite nice. Kind of look a little bit like jail cell windows, not going to lie, just slightly, but it is what it is. And then you've got this beautiful bathing area. Look at this. We've got our lion over there, standing precedence over these beautiful Ishgardian colour, I would say, tiles. But the detail on these is brilliant. Like, they're not just, it's tiled. They look slightly weathered and slightly, at an angle. Like, these have weathered through time. They've cracked a little bit. The grouting is coming out. They've shattered a little bit, especially this one. It's survived like the Dragon Song War. I think that's the route they're going with that kind of thing. It's withstanding all of time and pressure and war, and the water is nice. Obviously, I'm sure it feels very cool on a nice warm day such as today. So questions are, can you do /water float? It would appear not. Is it /water float or is it /float? No, you can't do that because it's not submerging you enough, so you can't like bathe in this. What you could do, of course, is sit down in it. I mean, this is plenty big enough for many people to sit in, unlike the other spas, which obviously have much more defined walls. Yeah, this has much more space. Also, if you sit on the floor, and I'm a fairly small character, you don't have your head below the waterline. If you're a Lalafell, then that's probably not going to be the case. You're probably going to be drowning whilst you're sitting down. But, the lowest height Makote, it's one of the smallest races and size options. So physical sort of parameters, the lion kind of retracts from most of your attempts, but you can stand on its head, which of course means you can sit on its head. I know these are questions like people wonder, like, who would even ask that? I would ask that. That's the exact thing. So for example, if you wanted to use the balcony on a large plot, this would be enough height probably to jump onto that. A lot of people don't like the idea of creating like a Kugane style tower because it's kind of an eyesore, but something like this that isn't an eyesore, that could be used as both a jumping aid as well as looking pretty, I think, yeah, works really well. This is the Hingen Hot Spring. So this is the other competitor, which is actually dyeable. Of course, very different designs. This is an Eastern themed thing. That's obviously not an Eastern themed thing. So actually, I was wrong. It looks like the profile is basically the same between the hot springs. Well, between the spas, basically, because one obviously is making the steam effect and one is not. However, the profile being the same doesn't mean that it's the same real estate. You have these obvious rocks on the outside of the Hingen Hot Spa and these bordered walls, whereas in this you don't have that. So it gives the impression of being much bigger. It is taller in profile as well. That's to bear in mind. I think they're both really great items, but I'm leaning more towards the Ishgardian, the Alpine version, simply because regardless of the dyeability, I think that this just looks better. That's just personal preference. But of course, if you go for the spa, you can dye the roof. Yeah, it's going to be one of those things, isn't it? But as you can see, the lanterns should be coming on. So we'll wait a few more seconds. Alright, so as you can see, we've waited a little bit of time in the game, and now it is dark enough for the lanterns to come on. But I'm really glad we took time to actually show this in a video and wait around, because not only have the lanterns come on, but its hidden secret has also arisen, the fact that it does actually turn into a hot spring. It is a hot spring, much like the Hingen one, and the mountain lion actually spouts water as soon as the lanterns turn on. So this is actually triggered by time itself, and so are the little lanterns on the side. This is something I wouldn't have known if I just cut the video short and not tested this. So I'm really happy about that. The lanterns are beautiful. Let's have a look around the other side. The light that this produces looks absolutely awesome, especially the way it shines through those little windows. The towels are illuminated here from that lantern. This is absolutely beautiful. And the steam that's coming off of this now. So after a certain amount of time, the water heats up because of the obviously the thermostat or whatever kicks in as soon as the lanterns turn on, and the lion spouts hot water which flows into the basin. How good is that? That's next level. I would love to see more items be like reactant to day-night rather than just light up like this. This is a work of absolute genius. I think you'll probably agree. Excellent stuff. Anyway, I'm even more impressed by this than I thought I would be. Let me know if you've got this one yet yourself, if you plan to get this one. Hopefully this video was helpful, and I'll see you all next time. What a fantastic find. I really do love housing items, I really do. Alright, bye-bye.